Cockapoo versus Goldendoodle. These days, there are so many doodle breeds out there that it can be hard to keep track of them, but we don't want that to stop you from finding your dream dog. That's why today, we're going to do a complete breakdown of two very different doodles, the Cockapoo and the ever-popular Goldendoodle. These dogs have a surprising number of things in common, but it's definitely their differences that we think will pique your interest. Not a lot of people know about the Cockapoo, but we hope today's video will change that, since they're some of the sweetest dogs around. But before we break down what makes each of these dogs so special, if you could please leave a like on this video, we would appreciate it very much. Thanks. Now let's get into the good stuff. What is a Cockapoo? While most people know a whole lot about the Goldendoodle, the Cockapoo remains a bit of a mystery to the general public. It may surprise you to find out that the Cockapoo can actually be considered one of the oldest doodle breeds out there, as these dogs date all the way back to the 80s. This designer dog is achieved by crossing a Cocker Spaniel with a Poodle, which results in a dog with a small stature but a big personality. These dogs are renowned for their intelligence, which makes them easy to train as well as giving them a very playful personality. These dogs are absolutely perfect for people that want a more manageable pet, since they're easy to transport and will always want to be next to you. They're also hypoallergenic and non-shedding, which is how you know that they're really a doodle. The Goldendoodle. The Goldendoodle is the dog that you usually think of when you picture a doodle in your mind, and for good reason. These Golden Retriever-Poodle crosses are some of the most popular and recognizable dogs worldwide, and are largely responsible for the doodle boom that we're currently experiencing. These dogs are pretty large, and they have a very family-friendly and easygoing demeanor. The Goldendoodle is also very active, and is best for people with a bit of space to run around in, or who want to exercise right along with their dogs. If you have children or other dogs, that shouldn't be a problem either, as these guys are gentle giants who are very delicate around kids. They also don't show much aggression, and so they're usually pretty calm around other dogs or pets too. Size comparison. One of the most pronounced differences between the Goldendoodle and Cockapoo is their size. For dogs, size can affect a lot, including longevity and temperament, and so it's important you know what you like before you make a decision. Cockapoos tend to be classified as small to medium dogs, while the Goldendoodle is a medium to large dog, and that has to do with these being designer dogs. Both the Cockapoo and the Goldendoodle can be bred to be different sizes, giving you a little wiggle room when it comes to choosing your perfect pet. Generally speaking, however, a Cockapoo will wind up being around 19 to 30 pounds, while a Goldendoodle can weigh up to 90 pounds as an adult. You can definitely find a Goldendoodle that is closer to 30 pounds too, but this dog will still act like a bigger dog, if that makes any sense, while a Cockapoo is a classic small dog in many people's eyes. Personality and mood. Getting a feel for what a dog breed is like can really help you picture what the experience will be like. Each of these dogs is going to need something different, and owning either will be a completely unique experience. We'll start first with the Goldendoodle, since they're a bit more straightforward. This dog is going to be happy, energetic, and friendly. Goldendoodles get many of these traits from the Golden Retriever, a famous service dog. As a result, they are also compassionate creatures who thrive in a balanced family environment. If you are gone for long stretches of time, the dog's mood may suffer for it, as they get extremely attached to their owners. This dog is also very smart, and so the training process will be a breeze. Goldendoodles feel validation through your reactions, and so being supportive will also make the experience go by faster. The best way to describe the Goldendoodle is to call them the ultimate family dog. They're perfect for people who want a laid-back experience and lifelong companion, which is why they are as popular as they are today. The good news is that the Cockapoo shares several of the Goldendoodle's best attributes, including their loyalty, unconditional love, and intelligence. The Cockapoo really loves its owner and wants nothing more than to share a space together. Yes, the Goldendoodle is a pretty high-maintenance animal when it comes to affection, but the Cockapoo takes this to a whole other level, which many owners love. These dogs are lap dogs through and through, and where you go, they will be following shortly behind. Cockapoos want to be a part of the downtime, but they don't need nearly as much physical stimulation as the Goldendoodle. Since they're smaller, they only require about 30 minutes compared to the Goldendoodle's hour of exercise a day, which is something a lot of less active or older owners enjoy. Health and lifespan. While it may not be the most fun subject we'll talk about today, health and lifespan are two serious factors that are at the very least worth considering before making a decision. Thankfully, both of these dogs tend to live happy and full lives in general though. For the Cockapoo, they usually live anywhere between 12 and 15 years, and for the Goldendoodle, it's a similar 10 to 15 years. Most of the time, smaller dogs live longer than a bigger one, but in this case, the difference isn't quite as obvious. Cockapoos tend to suffer from more serious health conditions, like heart and liver disease, but the Goldendoodle has its fair share of ailments too that you'll have to keep an eye out for. Most of these are the cause of poor breeding conditions, which is why you must be very diligent before you pick a breeder, since they're a huge part of the puzzle in terms of longevity. Goldendoodles in particular suffer from hip dysplasia, eye conditions such as cataracts and glaucoma, and some other joint injuries as well. With any crossbreed, you are unfortunately going to be more likely to run into certain health issues, and so having a good relationship with your dog's physician is important. Grooming. Since this is a doodle video, we're going to talk a little bit about grooming. Grooming is an incredibly important process for doodle owners, since their unique hypoallergenic coat comes with its own set of rules and challenges as well. The hair both of these dogs inherit from the poodle has a problem with tangling, and if you go too long without getting them brushed and groomed, it may cause long-term issues such as snarls and matting. When matting occurs, there is simply no solution except shaving your dog down, and it can overall be an uncomfortable experience for your pet. You want to take them to the vet a couple times a year, probably around 6 times a year, and you will also want to regularly brush their hair at home too. Costs. But how much should you expect to pay for a Cockapoo or Goldendoodle puppy? Well, usually the cost from a reputable breeder is around $2,000 for either, which can be steep. Long-term, you're probably looking at more costs attached to the Goldendoodle since they need more of everything, including food and toys, because of their size. Regardless of which dog you choose, you should prepare for at least a decade of expenses from your dog, like toys, vet bills, and all that. These dogs may have a lot in common, but there are some clear places where the similarities end. If you're looking for a more active dog, or a beefier one, the Goldendoodle is your classic pick. But if you want a kind of dog that really wants to cuddle into you on the couch and hang out with you all day at home, then the Cockapoo is a match made in heaven. But what do all of you think? Chime down in the comments below so we can know what you think. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you like this video. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.